Hello everyone, welcome. How are we? Hope we're good. Hope you've had a pleasant Wednesday so far. Hope the start of the week's been pretty good to you. Hope everyone's nice and well and there's nothing really bad happening in the world. Big things happening here. May or may not be riots in York tonight, so hence we don't know. There's a lot of rumours about it, and then of course there's been lots of police sirens going around, so maybe that might be happening right now. We don't know. So we're away from it, to be honest. If it's happening in the city centre, so we're away from all that anyway. But so we're just going to sit here and just play some Football Manager instead, because that seems to be the easiest thing that we can do and the only thing we can really do, to be honest, because obviously life in the UK is a fucking bin fire, to be honest, around these parts these days. So that's where we are. But what's really, really interesting is there's not riots in Larisa yet. Because tonight we go full data. Oh dear. Here we go. This is it, right? We've loaded up. As you can see, this is the Musterman skin. This is not Saz skin. This is not what we started out doing and being like, oh, everything's all nice and easy, and you know, we have just a wonderful skin to look at and everything's brilliant. What we've got now is dots and pizza charts and stats and numbers and things that don't come natural to me. In fact, not even coming natural to me. They scare the living hell out of me. So I figure with only a couple of months of the game cycle left, we might as well try it. We've kind of said, like, out loud a few times, like, oh hey, we're doing some Moneyball, and all that really means is I'm selling players when I have to. Do you know what I mean? And trying to buy players for less money than what we've spent, and that's not Moneyball, that's football, surely. That's common sense. So, let's try it, shall we? What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst, right? Okay. At the minute, we're top of the league. Okay, so all that can happen is it can go downhill from here, and that is if we touch anything. We could just leave it as it is and go, you know what, everything was fine, and we just recruited based on our own inbuilt spidey senses. Or we could start looking at things like this. Oh, I don't even know what this means. Like, all of a sudden, this now starts to get a bit scary and a bit tingly and a bit, oh, right, okay. You know, let me just send some messages over on YouTube. We're asking for data wizards. Any data wizards at all, by the way, feel free to reach out and try and explain what the hell is going on here, because obviously, we don't have attributes anymore. That's gone. That's a long time ago now. I'm not sure it's only downhill here for the words that the board will be happy to hear. I mean, to be fair, it's sort of the board's problem that we've done it this way. Maybe. Right. How I understand this skin to be, okay? How I understand this skin to be means, yeah, there's no attributes. The Arsenal, there's none at all. Because look, it's just dots. I feel like I had to do something. 17 seasons in, we needed to sort of like spice things up a little bit, right? And how do we get to there? Cass, I don't know. Is red good? I've got no idea. I think, right, so what we need to work out, let's look at Montero, right? Okay, so people usually buy a sports car when they've got a midlife crisis. I think that's probably what I should have done, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Evening, by the way, to everyone who's in to watch this madness unfold. Bear in mind, it's the end of November now, okay? The January transfer window is, of course, in 1 month's time. We might not necessarily still be using this skin come January. Because I don't think it's going to be... This might not necessarily be for me, right? Okay, if you need spice, there's always curry. Spice, then there's fucking monster chilies that burn your face off. Yeah, this is like... This feels like I've gone to the top of the Scoville scale, and I've gone hard. We might not be using this skin by December. That's fair as well, actually. That is fair. So yellow is good. Right? Yellow is good. That's what we need to understand at this point, right? Yellow dots are good dots. Little dots, not so good. We might not be using the skin by 10 o'clock. So he's shit. Well, he's shit in a sense, yeah? He's good at tackling, he's very brave, and he's strong, right? Which we sort of like thought, do you know what I mean, right? He's only apparently 3 stars anyway. He's also been kicking off a bit as well. Hang on, I'm gonna put the poll up straight away and go, is this a bad idea? Is this a bad idea? Very bad. Quite bad. What's the question? Yes. Oh dear. This is... I don't know what I'm looking at, with respect to Musterman for able to make FM look like it. Right. He's played a reasonable amount of time. What I understand, how I understand it, right, is that the bigger the slices, the better, right? So that is not possession loss. That's meant to be, that is possession won, yeah. So he's not giving the ball away as much. But as Musterman hit FM players, I don't know. His pass complete is high. 7 progresses passes, which is good. He's not dribbling. Good, we're not expecting to dribble. He's winning tackles. Great. Pressures, that's what we want for a defensive midfielder. Pressures and headers, okay? This is probably going to come more into strikers than anything, really. Because I think we can sort of understand roughly what we want our team to do. Hargensen, for example, okay? Good first touch, good endurance, good strength, good heading. His finishing, actually, I would have expected to be a little bit higher because his goals per game are very, very good. But then again, he's not really playing games, is he? To be honest. Oh, very bad. Like viewing a person getting ready to be eaten by the sharks. Yeah, this feels like a really bad idea. We can have some fun with it at the very least. All right, let's just accept that we're top of the league. Hearing you've gone mad must be a Wednesday. Yeah, it feels like it's something that we should have done, Rogie. To be honest, I've not really done the pizza wheels yet, but figured we might as well have a go. Why not? If it doesn't work, it'll still be a laugh. Yeah, he's got 4 yellow dots out of how many? 24. That's crap. Yeah, but then again, if you looked at his attributes, then he wouldn't have been very good anyway. Like, none of our players are very good, really, in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, yellows would have been, actually, have we got a preferences panel? Would that make sense? Can we see this? So yeah, excellent attribute is yellow, right? Okay. Excellent is yellow. Good is reasonably red. Average is red. DJ, stop doing things. I'm trying, Jebaru. But at the same time, this feels like a funny way of doing it. Player position is poor. Right, all these colours seem to be the same, right? So let's change this then from natural. Like let's maybe make that green, because that would make more sense, right? Okay, so green is natural. Okay. And then what's the other one? And then it's sort of like accomplished would be sort of red or orange, wouldn't it? Yeah. Well, hang on. Let's sort of do the shades down the line, shall we? That probably makes more sense. Okay. Definitely more colours to make it less like a massacre. Yeah. And then let's do yellows here. Okay. Right. We're breaking the skin to make it look better. Didn't else see TJ struggling to figure out orange. Yes, a little bit. A little bit. Just a smidge. But this is part of the fun, right? We're all learning. Right, okay. So, right, green we're going to say is excellent. Okay, we're going to say green is excellent. Okay, I'm going to say that yellow is good, blue is going to be average, and red's going to be low. Okay, just refer them by football shirts or fruits. Remember, are you going to remember which of those three greens means what? No, no, I'm not. Looks like a colour blindness test sheet. Yeah. Again, not the biggest problem we've got right here. Not the biggest problem. The most confusing traffic light system ever invented. It's FM, but in Braille. Is there an adult in the house? Have we got? Is there a responsible adult here? Possibly. Someone want to help here? Right. Let's see if this makes any more sense once we've changed some of the basic colours. I don't know, Jebaru. I don't know. It's by age, it's often me, to be honest. I might as well switch the game language to Greek. There we go. If the only problem we have is attribute colours, I reckon we've done well. That hasn't changed anything at all. I think he's not actually any better or worse than he was. I'm confused now. They were meant to change, weren't they? Maybe he was just shit. Yes, probably. Oh, that's changed the role suitability. Does not change the actual things here. Okay. Good. Right, we've changed positions. We're learning. Right, we're one step on. Right, okay. We're getting there. See, I thought I'd change attributes here. So attributes to green. But that's not come through, has it? So excellent attribute should be green, good should be yellow, average should be blue, low should be red. So that should work. So in that sense, then he must be bad attributes. Or hang on. Yeah. I was gonna say yeah. We've done the attributes. Is the issue we haven't got any attributes? So that's probably the thing, isn't it? If he's not got any attributes, then we're not going to be able to see. Yeah, it's not going to do it. Oh, no, he's got more yellows. He's got more yellows than red. So good technique, good at crossing, good at passing, good vision, good at free kicks. He's got flair, he's got technique, so okay. So this is our good player in our team. Yeah? Okay. And then where do we put him? Role suitability, fine. Okay, he can play all over the place. Good. Let's see what his attributes look like then for an attacking midfielder. Might hardcore it in the skin. Yeah, it might be actually. That's a good point. Someone got Saz on the phone from FM25. Yeah, this is Saz's fault for not wanting to do a 25 skin. So I've gone off on some options. I don't even know if Musterman's doing a 25 skin. I don't even know if you can do skins yet. You must be able to, surely. We finally worked out what happens when TJ hasn't had a trifle for 8 months. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. That's probably fair. Welcome to the world of rainbows. Check a world-class player. I mean, is a world-class player going to matter? We're in Greece. We're in Greece. Right, I'll tell you what. Right, here's one of the best players in the game then, right? There you go. For comparison, he still has yellows. Yeah. So he's got yellows, and he's got just a few less than what Bilic has. His output's obviously better. This feels like huge fueled ideas. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. He's got more yellows, but he's not got no yellows. Yeah, he's not got no yellows. But even then, if you're getting into the realms of elite level players still only having a handful of yellows, then because bear in mind he's not going to have many defensive ones, is he? Surely. So let's have a look then at defenders. So if we have a look at maybe Volk, why has he still only got red? He's very good. Bemused by this, it's also hurting my head. I'm confused as well. He's got 2 yellows, but he's a very, very good player for us. I don't understand this. What have you put there, Dan? I like it. I like it. Someone get me Musterman on the phone right now, because this don't make no sense. Right. Is red good? We know red's apparently bad, John. So apparently he's dreadful at penalties. Apparently he's dreadful at corners. And he's only apparently good at endurance and strength now. I don't think that's good because when we saw him, he looked very good, didn't he? I've changed the colours in the HTML file and it works. A lot of work. Oh, I can't be doing HTML. I feel like I know who the next guest on the podcast is going to be. Well, he's due another return, to be honest, is Musterman. So get him on to explain himself and go, what is this? So this is the everyone is wank skin. Could be. It could be. That sounds like HTM hell. Am I right? I think Jebaru is right, to be honest. Even a Gudja, how are you? 39 months for a Gudja. Thank you, Gudja. And I think it's 18 months for Franco as well. So appreciate that, Franco. Very, very kind. Hope everyone's appreciate the support and money that will clearly be spent on booze, I reckon, to make this better. Opening question on the podcast. Musterman, what the fuck? Yeah, this is what happens when there's riots outside. And it's like, do you know what I mean? Here's where I am in the house. Going, well, it's, to be fair, it was that or I went outside looting. So either or, we should be doing this in the MLS. Attributeless MLS would be incredible. Cass, how do I change the colour scheme, including the download as a folder called alternate files? Inside has 12 colour schemes applied. Choose a scheme you want and copy it. Oh, right, okay. Oh, what's that, Tony? Did you not read all the instructions? No. Why did you not do that, Tony? Oh, because I'm an idiot, that's why. Because I'm an idiot. Dark mode. Colour files. Oh, do we have actual... Oh, right, now, hang on. I don't get a preview, though, do I? The link you provide has all the instructions. I know that, but I don't read... I don't read all the instructions, or even any of the instructions, if I'm being completely honest. But that didn't come as a surprise to anybody, did it? I'm already in the problems. Cass trying to save us. I love the way he's like, Cass is just like, you know what? I just can't. Tony, no, you just need to stop. We did not come here. We did not come here to read properly. What do we fancy then? Teal and pink, purple and orange, red and gold, green and yellow, purple and yellow, claret and blue, Olive and plum. Is there ways of adding these in? What do I do? Do I just go into this bit? And where do I put? Cass, you try to be as helpful as possible. I mean, you are wonderful, Cass. Thank you. You really are a wonderful human being. And I appreciate you incredibly. There's no white in the skin, it's yellow or red. Don't say that too loud, the Arsenal. You'll anger racists. Copy the files in your folder. Oh, I've already missed half of the paragraph here, haven't I? Iconic panels, player folder. Oh, this is just too. It's just too much in it to work out. Why have I done this? Why have I done this? It's still only 2 colours. It is, yeah, right. I'm not sure if the colours are going to be the problem here. We've got bigger issues. Do you want Carlton Palmer to read the instructions to you? No, I don't know. I think if I don't understand it, Carlton Palmer's got very little chance of understanding it. Yeah. What I will say is it's a lovely skin that Muster Man has made, and I'm sure if you know what you're doing, it's a work of absolute genius. Just wish it just doesn't seem to be idiot proof at the minute. That's the problem. I do like to anger racists, little pricks. That's true, actually. That's true. Yeah. Fuck the racists. Yellow and red. Oh God, Galatasaray lad's coming back in. That's true. We don't want him. Oh no. What's Muster Man's number? Get him on the phone. I think we have to. It's like a distress flare. Village. Don't fuck a racist. Oh, right. Now, here's a question then. Would you fuck a racist? Because you know how everyone goes, oh, never fuck a Tory. I think what they mean is never fuck a Tory man. Right? Would you fuck a racist? I mean, do you know that they're racist? You can often tell from people. People tend to keep their racism quite open, I reckon. Now, very few racists tend to keep it. They're like, oh, you know what? I am a racist, but I'd rather not say it out loud. I mean, actually, no, they do say it. I do say but. They do tell you. They do tell you exactly. And we've got. This is what data does to us. This has made me question parts of the universe we don't have to be looking at. Many racists usually start with "I'm not racist," but that is true. Actually, that is true. Yeah, I must admit I've spent. Mrs. J has introduced me to TikTok Live, and I sort of wish she'd introduced it to me sooner. But I'm also glad she hasn't, because I was watching it and oh my word, it's brilliant. It's like idiot telly. It's great. I've had a wonderful day. If I say I hate vegetarians, am I a racist? No. Unless you hate racist vegetarians. Actually, no. Then you're technically going to be. If you hate racist vegetarians, that's probably right, isn't it? I think if you say you're a racist and you hate vegetarians, that still makes you the racist in this. It's an idiot telly. That's just real telly. Yeah, that's true actually, Cass. There's a line I've got in the in this week's podcast, which comes out tomorrow, which is what I say. It's like comparing BBC to ITV. It's like telly, but worse. That's pretty much where we're at. Idiot telly just is telly, isn't it? Speaking of which, Love is Blind UK is on today. Yes. Speaking of idiot telly. Oh, Mackay should have finished. How's he missed? Is it Aaron, would you fuck a racist? I don't think Aaron would, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Volk at the back post. Right, so those dots are wrong. Volk is good. Thoroughly enjoyed the Kev podcast. Thank you, Franco. Thank you. It was a thing of it's always awesome to sit and talk to Kev, and he was brilliant as always. He was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, if you haven't listened to last week's episode with Kev, then you need to go and check it out and get yourself ready for this week's episode where we talk about FM Mobile. Is it any good? Kev podcast made my day. Sad he's not on FMT anymore. I know. I think everyone's really upset about that, especially Jeb and Rich and Callum, who of course are part of who are obviously the FMT boys. Still, it's it's a shame that he's been struggling, but we wish him well, and he'll be back. He'll be back, stronger, fitter, better than ever. Have that dot, yes, exactly. John Doyle knows. It's like losing RDF. Yeah, I mean the thing is, an RDF actually likes football as well. So if you've seen that tweet out today, that's been quite a hit to my to my ego a little bit. Stopped listening to FMT originally when the hosts told us that they didn't like real football. Felt sad and hollow. The podcast felt hollow at that point. Jeb's written a letter to an MP. It must really hurt to not be led by a Blairite. I know. The last one as well. They're very, very proud of the fact that they're the last ones. Says a lot in it. They're a dying breed. But in their defence, they did watch In-Betweeners 2 and 3 and said that they are perfect films. So I think maybe we take their views with a pinch of salt. Do you know what I mean? Couldn't have been that big of a fan that didn't know you didn't like football. Yeah, we didn't really hide it very much, did we? But no, it was me and Matt. Apparently we kept it quiet. Oh, I'm waiting for whatever Mrs. J has just sent through. Oh, hang on, right. Mrs. J has not sent something about the York riots tonight. She has not sent something about the York riots. She has said that all 3 Taylor Swift concerts in Vienna have been cancelled as police arrest 2 men suspicious of planning out attacks. So, there you go. That's where we're at. That's why Mrs. J is not here. You know, this is why I've been left to my own devices. Because Mrs. J is busy checking on Taylor Swift's Vienna concerts. So she's got nothing to listen to now. Do you know what I mean? Like, because all she does is listen to illegal streams of Taylor Swift. So, you know, but now she can't. So she's very, very upset. Hi, Mrs. J. Welcome in. You have missed some questionable comments already. We're only half an hour in. I think we've done well. Didn't think that Taylor Swift would be the catalyst for the far right to go nuclear. She angers them with her freedom, you know, and her love of being free. He said he loves Taylor Swift. I'm not against Taylor Swift. I don't get the male Taylor Swift hate, because it does tend to be coming from men who give off the whole blah 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 blah. Get on, Volk, in your face, dots. Right? It does tend to be men who sort of like blah 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 blah. Taylor Swift rubbish, and it's like, I'm not saying I could name a song, but I'm just saying it's not as offensive as half of the nonsense that's in the charts. It's just background music. Do you know what I mean? It's her fans that are the problem, not her. Yeah. Exactly. It's all those bloody Swifties. Oh, here we go. Yay. Follow bots, follow bots. Here we go. This is the thing, you anger racists and all of a sudden the follow bots kick in. TJ's taken numbers away and replaced it with dots. I have. I've gone a little bit silly. How many have we got tonight then? How many's come in? Not too many. Right, I'll have to give it a second before the mods have to do some massive work at this point. Right, so basically, we won't be picking up any new followers tonight because we've got our defensive shields on, right? Shield mode engaged. Okay, we're gonna be fine. Otherwise, we're just getting like an absolute barrage coming through at this point. How do we get more shots on target? Better forwards. Not necessarily just better forwards. We might also need better supply line as well. Do you know what I mean? Because you can obviously get the chances that are created might not be as good. Turn off the alerts if you could do, please. That one? Yeah, there you go. I think that's done there, so that should potentially not pop up. Just I was making a comment. Yeah, so the comment, Waverbury, was very, very simple. I'll answer it there because it's still there. I enjoy the skin. It gets you out of bad habits and stars that attributes force you into. Yes, it does. It's very, very, very different though. Very different. The Swifty armies here. So is this what it is, Mrs. J? You've caused this. You've caused the follow bot issue, have you? All I've got to do is I've got to defend. As Cass is saying, I was defending Taylor Swift, and you've turned them on me. You've turned the Swifties on me. God, you know what? I hope she loses the next Super Bowl. Yeah, I really do. I hope she gets drafted to Green Bay. It certainly makes a big difference. It's very niche. It is very niche, and I've had it. You know what? I don't fully understand it. I'm not even going to pretend to lie. Like, but it might be fun. It might be fun for a little bit. She can go join the Jets and suffer with you. Ah, okay, yeah, could work. She could maybe be the quarterback for the Chicago Bears. Be interesting. Green Bay might win it this year. I mean, it's all about stopping Kansas City, isn't it? So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, according to this, Super Gaz isn't good, and I don't believe that for a second. The irony is that this isn't even the most difficult bit right now. The difficult bit is when we come to try and make transfers, and I don't really understand what we have to do at that point. As long as we just keep winning, then that's fine, isn't it? Yeah. Hi everyone on YouTube still, by the way. It's nice to have you all here. Hope everyone's good. Any help with stats would be greatly received. If you are in YouTube, by the way, then feel free, of course, to drop a follow, drop a like. Don't drop a follow on Twitch at the minute because we're not letting you. We've banned everyone from following tonight. So, and that's Taylor Swift's fault, rightly or wrongly. All this has been so far is the skin telling you about players that you telling the skin it's wrong. I suppose when you put it like that, that's pretty much, that is true. You change the responsibility to someone else's job to make the transfers. Oh, there we go. There we go. That makes it even easier again, isn't it? That's not even our problem then. That's someone else's problem. That could work. Only got 70, should be easy to clean that up. Don't make a mess of using it. Yeah, I think we've done pretty well. We've done pretty well. Some of them were getting like thousands, weren't there? Did Gudger get something like 7,000, I think? I could be wrong. I'm the only one that's liked on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Jason's out there flying the flag. Alice had 13,000. Wow. I spotted it quick. I was like, there you go. Nobody else in, nobody leaves. Lock the doors. Lock the doors. If anything, what we've actually done is we've made the stream, in a sense, a little bit like no more's coming in. We're actually ended up inadvertently becoming a bit like the racists. And that's certainly not intentional. No, we're full. We're not. There's no more. You can't come in. You know, it's all those illegal followers coming in. And it's, by the way, please remember, a lot of what I say is tongue in cheek. Stop the bots. Bravo. That's the one. I'm pinning that. Yeah, we're having a lock-in. Right, anything goes now. Where's that person that told us that we're not allowed to drink on stream? Get them back in. Sure, I think you'll find, Tony, that the Twitch terms and conditions suggest that you can't fire a weapon. Like, I wasn't planning on doing it. You know? Having consulted the Twitch terms and conditions, Tony, it turns out that you will be paid on a monthly basis. Yeah, that will be it. Yeah, and I said that get fucked. Did we ban them? Can't remember if we did. I don't know. Maybe. I think we possibly did. And I say we, it would have been yourselves, and I would not have batted an eyelid about it. I'd have been like, yeah, you're probably right. There's just too many. We do seem to attract, most of the time we've got pretty chilled out people. Do you know what I mean? But when we get dafties, we get proper dafties. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think that's quite good fun in a sense. Just like, where have these people come from? These 220s. I mean, hang on, how have we gone from having... We must have had some in the last match, surely. Oh, we can leave spaces on the bench. Oh, let's just do that then. That's probably easier, isn't it? Right, let's take Hargensen off in case he gets injured again. And we'll take Bakun off because that'll help anger him. I don't remember them talking again after the timeout. No, I think they just left of their own accord at that point. They were like, no, you know what? No, this is not for us. I think they're mocking me. These people now are not convinced that we can just go and beat Heracles. I think we can. Do you know they're under 20 on this skin of this show's under yellow? Yeah. Oh, it turns out he's only small red. Does that mean what is that? Does that mean he's 36? Well, he's not yellow. What does that even mean? And the weird thing here, though, all the hearts are green. And their faces are green. So I don't get it. What in Skins of Skins is this? Oh, Tristan, you've missed it already, man. We've had a great time. We're doing we've got the Musterman attributeless skin on, which is designed with Moneyball in mind, which basically is the thing of nightmares. And it's... we've spent 40 minutes looking at colours that suggest that all of our players are rubbish. We've won our first match. The players that apparently are rubbish have scored both the goals, and then we descended into a slight bit of madness because of obviously the potential riots tonight in town. and then we've had some follow bots, and then Mrs. J, which we think Mrs. J has sent because I try to defend Taylor Swift, and then we got a lot of follow bots. So yeah, excuse me, Tony, a man who screams Moneyball style management. I really don't. Would upping the tempo help conversion, or would it increase the overall shots? I mean, upping the tempo might make things worse, I suppose, because then we're players are having to react quicker. I think it's probably, if I'm honest, I think it's probably the fact that our supply line is not particularly good, because we're getting our width from our fullbacks. Okay, so our right fullback is on attack as the complete wing back, and our left midfield, our left back here is sort of a defensive wing back. So that's probably where part of the issue is coming from. Bilic is only really playing what he can play in, so we are kind of lacking something in terms of the chance creation. So the tactic is, of course, always evolving, so it's not quite where we are. It's only really been born out of the fact that we've got a lot of good centre backs this year, so it's like we probably should play them, otherwise they'll all start getting angry. And of course, because of that, other players have got angry in other positions. Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? I might like the skin. It might confuse me. I love a bit of Moneyball. I mean, yeah, confusing is definitely a thing. Confusing is definitely a thing. No penalty. That's good. Protect hooch. Yes. Get everything around the hooch. But yeah, apparently there's meant to be riots in town tonight. So I mean, we were always going to be here out the way anyway, just in case. But it turns out it's definitely not a problem for us at this point. And Kenny Montero's fouled twice. Excellent. Love the fact that all he's done so far is just kick people. And now Mackay's injured. Right, okay. Bilic's free kick. Martinez, oof, first effort, not a bad one. But again, ball's in, but it's just like, is it in a good position? Probably could do a little bit better. Could go on about the Nazis, but then don't want to waste my breath. Yeah, it's just depressing, isn't it? It's just depressing. Oh, everyone's upset. Everyone's upset. Potential rioters up and down the country, hugely outnumbered by anti-fascists. What I liked was when they went to Leicester and were outnumbered, and they sort of like went, we hadn't considered this. It's just like, yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's good. You didn't think about it. I mean, we could technically go back into something like a box again. And maybe do that. I'm wondering if the fact that we're counter-attacking still possibly an option, is still possibly an issue. Toby, I've been here less than a month. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we've all been here. This skin's been here for less than a stream, so that's fine. Heart joy, happening all over the country tonight. Apparently, counter protesters outnumbering rioters. I mean, yeah, in some areas, absolutely. Some areas, however, it's just a slight. God, Volk again, up the dots. Stick that in your dots, right? Yeah, some of it, of course, is also the fact that the actual riots are over the weekend. Like, for example, like Newcastle today. There's been lots of people like, oh, isn't it great? They're out there sort of, doing the anti-fascist demonstration. And it's just like, yeah, it is. It's great. But, You do realise that Saturdays when it's all kicking off, like everyone knows that Saturday's already been locked in and quite prominently advertised, if that's a better word. York's kind of come as a bit of a. I think it wasn't on the wasn't on the official protest list, I believe. Lemaire makes it 2. Volk versus Dots, the real battle. Yeah. We'll prove those Dots wrong. Okay, so we scored 2 goals, and this does not feel like it's the. This is potentially not the Dots' fault. Let's bring Bilic off for Orban. Even 33, how are you, buddy? Welcome back, welcome back. Struggling with game cycle at the minute. Fuck the racists. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Oof. I'll be honest, I'm allowing a lot of things things to fly tonight, so the mods will be sat there with their heads in their hands going, what's he doing? What's he doing? No more so than normal, obviously. Osman Lloyd Tungara. Orban, decent hit. Turn shield ball, I've done my bit, yeah. You did great. Straight into action, Zeep. Like you've been there before. It's like you're Vietnam again. Like I've been here. I know what's happening next. Right. Be fine. It's absolutely fine. It's all fine. We're okay. We've not had to look at data at all today. Second we have to start getting in on it, that's when the problems occur, right? Because at this point the skin looks lovely. Looks great. It's really, really useful, really nice, really clean. Not causing me any concern right now. Just the bit when you have to come and buy players, that's the confusing bit. Oh, see, that's a good chance that we should have scored there. York has a bit of a violent history. It does have a little bit of violent history, yeah. But then again, all of the UK does. Is it not possible to use the SAS skin and the data hub to do Moneyball? Probably. I mean, I don't understand the data hub either, Rouge. This is the thing. Like when do I have to accept that I don't know what I'm doing and turn it back off? That's the question, isn't it? The majority did say this is a terrible idea, and I agree with the majority this time. There's Orban. Yeah, probably all of it will be. I don't understand the data, but I don't get it either. I'm not. I've heard some clubs are banning anyone who's been a racist prick, which is nice. Well, yes, but then I suppose it's the whole thing of, you know, are they going to do it? Can they do it? Will they do it? It'd be great if they do. I just find it really surprising that all these peaceful protests have taken place when there's no football on. How fortunate is that? Because then you'd have like the whole sort of thing of, well, you know, do we go to the football or do we try and... Oh! What a goal. Own goal, apparently. Alonso deflected in over. In all the nice weather. Exactly. You know, would they be going out there if it was drizzle? Probably not. "4-0 win. Up the data." What data have you used, Tony? None at all. Yeah, that's cool, Tubby. It's entirely up to you. Don't need data to score goals. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, stick that in your pizza chart. Yeah, since the Dots have said that Volk's a bad player, he scored 2 goals. What do you think about that, Dots? Yeah. Oh, what's that? Have you gone quiet? Think you have. Yeah. You love the stream when it's FM. I mean, Tubby, that's literally about 4 minutes a month. Like, if you're only here for the FM bit, mate, then there's not a lot. I understand what you mean, though. But, you know, it's one of those things, you know. My mouth starts talking, and then my brain goes, yeah, fine, that's where we're going this time. That's where we're going today. So... Right, 1st of December, we're still here. We think. Our latest financial predictions say we will pass financial fair play. Good. We can lose 4 million. We've made a profit of 28. Excellent. Okay, fine. We're in. This is all right. This is not worrying. This is not worrying. This is worrying here. This is worrying. This bit doesn't make any sense. Even Terry Crews, how are you, pal? Welcome in. Look at this. There we go. The board don't need the dots. The board have now decided, after complaining in the summer, right, and going, oh, you know, maybe we'll have to consider underachievement, which is here. They've now gone to overachievement. A+ from the fans. They've forgotten all about last year's 4th place finish as well, haven't they? And Kenny Montero now withdraws his transfer request because he doesn't see the dots. And the dressing room atmosphere is all good. Right, I think the skin can't take the credit here. Okay? This is not the skin's thing. Skin is definitely weird if it makes the board love you. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Here he comes. Here's Musterman. The man who, I believe, is to blame for this. Right. Somehow he's managed to get through the follow blocks. But he's here. Right. Welcome in, Musterman. If you're in the chat, welcome in, pal. We all have some questions. We all have a lot of questions. The board haven't noticed their software has been updated to dots. Either that or the board have just went, we don't know the dots either. We've got no idea what he means. So just say he's doing well. I think everyone's really happy, Musterman. I think everyone thinks that this is this the real Musterman? Maybe, I don't know. It might not be. It's supposed to be. Musterman is a real person, right? definitely real. Makes a change. Got an art advert about a product called epoxy resin. I can't comment upon the adverts, I'm afraid, Terry. But if epoxy's the resin of choice, then that's what I would use. Can't say I've come across it myself personally. The real Muster Man is sitting on his iron throne thinking of other ways to punish the world. Muster Man is just changing the hot and cold taps in everyone's house. Just fuck, it's meant to be cold, but it's really hot now. I've just got a really hot juice of blackcurrant. That's what a monster. Monster Man we should call him, not Muster Man. Monster Man. That's not the real Muster Man unless he has 2 followers. Well, right, in that case, let's boot away Muster Man then. Walking around like Emperor Palpatine. Yes. Yeah. Mr. Burns, excellent. It's all going according to plan. Who is that man? Jameson, sir. One of your drones from Sector 7G. Jameson, eh? I'll remember that name. Taps don't have a hot and cold, just a red and slightly red, less red dot. Do you reckon at some point, that what we're finding out is that Muster Man had measles when he was a kid and he just hasn't got over it yet? All I can see is red dots. They're everywhere. Just all the skin is the skin is actually his own skin, and all he's doing is just itching visibly in front of us. I think that's possibly what's happening. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm reading between the lines a little bit here. Do you reckon he thought 3 colours made it too easy? Red and slightly less red. Do you mean yellow? No. I think TJ's broken. I honestly don't know. I don't know where we get ourselves from. How does the skin work? Is it hard to use? I mean, yeah, probably. I've got no idea. Sigurd, this apparently is a thing. Players are red or not red. And then if you click on defender, which is what he is, then this happens. So he does good. He does red and not red. So see, it's easy really when you look at it like that. Actually, where were the colours? Because it was a thing about colours, wasn't it? So we go into the dark bit there. Ah, right, okay, cool. Now, right, this is the bit where I might be able to understand. At least the star rating is gone. Yeah, all of a sudden, anyone who goes, I think you'll find he's only a 2-star player, now I go, I think you'll find he's only a bit red. Yeah? So, doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter at all. Drag the scheme and copy the file into the folder, then delete the folder that says settings. Oh, right, okay. Color files. Hell of a skin, a lot of hard work. I mean, yeah, the hard work is part of it. Agarv and teal. Blue and gold, claret and blue, teal and pink. Teal and pink probably is the way to go in it, really. Let's do it that way. Change the scheme. Copy the file you want. What? Copy the file you want. Go into the settings. Oh, right. Paste it there. That's what I want, innit? Once you're done, you go back to the preferences, reload the skin, turning off cache. just said before, delete the file named iconic settings. Oh, right, okay, let's put that. Let's put that there because I don't want to lose that just yet. Right. Wish us luck, everyone. Is the skin nice when you get used to it? I mean, yeah, I guess when you get used to it, it's probably brilliant. But I think, given the fact that we've got no clue what we're doing, it's still brilliant. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. I don't know what everyone else is having, but can we find an actual real-life scout report? Does it have dots? I would imagine. We're meant to get the January transfer window. We're meant to. Love when a player makes their league debut and tears their hamstring for 3 months. That feels very much like what we've got with Hagensson, to be honest. Oh, teal and pink's not. I mean, it's out there, isn't it? It's out there. Is pink better than yellow? Would we be happier with a pink? Do we like pink and teal? Are we feeling that? Click the I next to playing style for a key. Here he is. Here's the man. Attribute key. Oh, look at right. This is what it is. Okay. Musterman is here. Right now you can't see. Let me just quickly lose my head there. Right. See, there's a thing just behind. So pink is excellent, and then not pink is good, average, and very, very bad. So now we've got a little bit of an idea. I retract my statement calling Musterman a fake. So if that is the actual Musterman, then let's give the actual Musterman a follow, because we do believe that is the actual Musterman now. Are we going to go with pink and teal? Is this the problem so far? Everything's always behind my head. I've got one of life's big heads, that's the problem. It's Olive and Plum. I'm a fake. I'm literally named after a fake name for Oliver Kahn. I do love that about you, though, to be honest. Purple and yellow would be quite nice. Olive and Plum? What's a nice colour scheme? We've gone with what the fuck so far. That seems to be the first issue we've got. And then what do we do when we try and buy players, Musterman? Because I don't know is where I'm at the minute. It all seems very difficult, and I'm sure there's easier ways of doing things, but I haven't found that out yet. So I put that there. So then he would be excellent at passing and vision, but then not. He'd be good at marking, positioning, defending, heading, tackling. Not great at tackling, not great at concentration. Because he can play all over the place. Relax and just see what happens. Let the director of football sign the players. But then what do I do? Compare two players. Okay. Right. Volk, who apparently is not good. Only got one excellent, but has scored 2 goals in the last 2 games. Compare him with what? Another player we've got, or a different player? Let's compare him with another player in our team, so at least we know roughly what these players look like. Dimitro. Okay. So we get some stars. These players look pretty much look like the carbon copy of each other, to be honest. Volk's better at crossing, and he's slightly worse at taking set pieces rather than getting the end of them. But Volk's definitely the leader. Yeah, if you need another centre back, not that you're doing this team, you might compare to tackle win rate and header win rate of Volk. Is this the same FM that we've been playing? This is not an FM that I've been playing. I'm not entirely sure that any FM is the FM that I play. So if I do that, so hang on. So if I'm looking for, so say for example, then before we get into the AK game, if I'm looking for what? Sorry, for tackle win rate and header win rate. So is this in here? So I go for centre backs, and then I go for chalkboard, I'm presuming here, isn't it? No attributes. No, don't want attributes. I want chalkboard. Tackles. Tackles made? Or tackle win rate? Where's tackle win rate? Tackles per 90 minutes. Where would all this be? Add conditions, stats. Tackles and interceptions, tackle completion ratio. Ah, right, completion ratio. Okay. And then add another one. And then header win rate. Aerial challenges. Headers won. Ratio headers won per 90 minutes. Per 90 minutes. Okay. Ratio. This is good. This is good. Right, and then I've got to find out what Volk's got. Okay. So Volk is winning. How do I find, right, where's Volk? So here's his headers won. Headers won. Is this one 5.32? So at least 5. And then tackles completed. Tackle completed. Tackles won 2.3 or 76%. 82, right, okay. Okay. And that was 72%, wasn't it? For 73 for tackles? Right, okay. Right, so these are these are defenders then who are about as good as Volk. Yeah? Headers one has the number, then the win ratio next to it. So 82% win rate, 76% tackle rate. Right, okay. Some excellence. Scout. This is brilliant content. I mean, it's different colours. Is there something in the fact that does it work better then because of obviously now I've got pinks on there? Is that why it looks better? If I was only looking for reds, but now I'm like, you know what? Now I need to look for pinks. So okay, so then it's at least 76% there then for the tackles. That's good. And then other things that we like. So what else would I refine for then? Like interceptions probably? So all this just don't make no sense to me. Like, it don't make no sense. Okay, so I want him to be... So I suppose I also want him to intercept the ball. Oh no, I don't want less... I don't want goals from set pieces. You know, someone who just keeps it safe. Low possession loss might be important. Right, explain the possession lost bit, right? Because I thought, am I right in thinking that possession lost needs to be less? It's possession lost per 90 minutes. So this is the... I love I'm doing this for centre backs, so we don't even need centre backs. So possession lost. So 5.89 is a good possession lost. Is that right? He's not losing it very much. There's at least 6 essentially then. You want possession lost is at most 6. Yes. Cool. Okay. So then these boys aren't really giving the ball away too much. Okay, he looks Greek for a start. And he's young. He's winning headers. All right, so let's have a look at Vutulus. He's in a different division. Does it take any divisional considerations in as well? Change at most rather than not least. Oh, okay. I'm going to do it yourself. That's fine. That's fine. As long as there's something I know what to do myself. And then you suggested previously splitting it up into like individual filters, didn't you? So like have one for defenders, have one for midfielders, have one for strikers. Is that right? Right. I tell you what. Let's play this AK game now, and then we'll start looking at some ways where, because we've got some issues, Musterman. Right. While you're here, we're gonna use your knowledge, and we're gonna try and sort of work out what we're meant to actually do. Because I've got myself distracted, haven't I? Right. Yeah, we need to work out how we create more chances. What we need to be looking for, obviously. We want to get some more chance creation in there. We want to get some better finishers. So they're probably the two areas we want to be looking at for January. And then try to work out what we cash in for Bilic, but that's not going to be a Moneyball thing or a Musterman thing. That's very much an us thing. And are we sticking with teal and pink? Do we like teal and pink? We've got other options as well, by the way. Bear in mind, this is the biggest game we're going to play tonight, and I'm talking about the skin colour. We've got Bachichia blues. We've got red and gold, obviously. Purple and orange looks quite nice. I've seen that one. Oh, there's the sirens off again. Can you ask what Moneyball is? Yeah, you absolutely can, Kearsar. So basically, how I understand Moneyball to be is when you find value where other teams don't find value in players. So you're looking to try and get those marginal gains in games. So if we've got a striker who scored 20 goals but he's costing us 80 grand a week, can we get a striker who's scoring 19 goals for 16 grand a week? How do you replace these players? Where do you find the Volks of this world? Stats value versus cost value. That's probably the best way of looking at it. Yeah, Matt Fraser explaining it at the true CrossFit champ that he is. Given what's going on in the UK at the moment, talking about skin colour is probably not wise. Well, you know what? These fucking teals coming over here, there's too many of them. And I've said it. Do you know what I mean? Moneyball, good movie. Yeah, it was actually. It's one of those good sports movies. Do you know what I mean? There's not many good sports movies, but Moneyball, I'd say is good. Taking back the dots. Yeah, stop the dots. It did Greg's by the morning. Oh, yeah, Greg, it's blue, innit? Greg's is blue. So I've noticed that Aaron's gone full Moneyball as well, by the way. Which is interesting to do. He has as well. I've definitely not watched his streams instead of been working. Well, you should absolutely do that, Musterman. And we've already been said as well. I don't know if you clocked it before you came in or not. Well, there's already been a request for you to come back on the show again, as we'd spoken about the last time you were in the stream. But tonight, there's been a lot of people going, "Can we just get him back on?" Because Tony doesn't seem to know what he's doing here. So we'll do a proper breakdown on that, on what we're meant to do here. Yeah, we got the follow bot thing happened, Pilgrim. Nowhere near as bad as what other people have got. I think we were at about 70, but Zeep was telling me that Alice got 13,000 the other day, and Dave Goodger got 7,000. So there's been a bit of botting going around, which again, I mean, off the inside of the bar. Now I'm gonna get angry. got them all on most of them. Look at that, Dan. Just like the absolute sweeper that he is. Just like in. Didn't even make the tackle. His positioning was perfect. Trying to get the best bang for your buck by looking at players who may only do one thing but do it very, very well. Therefore, their market value is under. Yeah, that's it. And then also as well, once we work out what every other team's doing, then we can start looking at our players and going like, I don't think they're playing very well. Because I'm not looking at that as actual reasons as to how our players are not doing well, yeah? FM Console is in on YouTube, by the way, asking how's the Moneyball crisis going. So basically, it is a bin fire. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hang on, let me just reply quickly to this. And I need supervision. Musterman is here to help. Thankfully, right. Where's Musterman's actual YouTube channel as well, by the way? Because if you aren't following Musterman, then you are missing out on some absolute grade A content, by the way. You really are. I'm a big fan of his work. Right. And I think you all will be as well. So check out Mr. Musterman. If the pizza chart is confusing, don't switch to the pastry or nipple charts. Nipple charts, they are there. I think they're the small red dots that we had before. Musterman, can we confirm or deny, as I've suggested earlier? Did you have a lot of measles growing up? I'm trying to wonder out whether that's the red dots thing or not. Nipple charts, yes. FM Console, good to see you, pal. Hope you're well. How are we? Appreciate you being over on YouTube as well. It's nice to see you. Nipple charts are against the terms and conditions. They really are. They really are. Scratching yourself in purgatory. Yeah, that's what happens. It's fair. It is fair. Actually, I don't want you in there, do I? No, I want you to come out. Why is Vasily there? Vasily needs to go there. You go there. I've got the surround sound of nipple charts. I switched over. Well, we try to make people feel welcome. Console, you know, that's how it is. So I hope you're well, pal. By the way, it's nice to have you back from your halls. Tomorrow's FM show episode, for those people who don't know, all about FM Mobile. So that's you know what, it's another good one, because I think there's some stuff in there that Foxy, the dot breaker. Yeah, take that, stats. Okay, just saying, ever since we've switched to the Moneyball skin, I've won 3 and 3. So maybe I'm some sort of data genius. Yeah, maybe, by not doing any of the data stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to do it on console. I think I do have a grasp on it, but trying to explain it in a video is mentally tiring. Yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that. It's quite tricky. It's quite tricky to try and get there and to work out how it happens. Hence why Musterman's here, talking me through it. Going, Tony, this is what these stats mean. Like I've got loads of data, because what I've done is I've saved every single season, so everyone who's a subscriber or a Twitch Prime gets access to the save files. So you can have those save files from season 1 all the way up to season 17 start. So the data's there for me to go through to work out who's done the work over a long period of time. We've had spreadsheets up on stream before. We've tried to work out averages. We did it for a couple of seasons, I think, and then we went, let's just spend a load of money and see if that works. And it sort of did and didn't. But now we're in the kind of like 17 seasons in. Are we actually going to get into the top 5? Maybe, we don't know. Let's at least try and have a bit of fun. That is a huge result, by the way. Massive result. The new formation is kind of working. I mean, look at that. Everyone's got a 7. Barvazelli, who's come on as a sub. And Piliafas, sorry, who's a substitute as well. I can't really complain. Shots on target is a concern, though, to be honest. Shots on target is a concern. XG is reasonable, but performances are fine. But we're not getting anyone who's got more than XG of more than 1. So, quality of chances, not brilliant. But, overall, good performances. Kept AEK down to 4 chances as well. And with an XG of 0.37. So, really, again, they're snatching at that chance. The only one chance they had on target. And we didn't have all the ball either. So, tackles won, not a problem. I'm fine for us to intercept rather than to win the tackles. Can I see more stuff on? I'll work it out when I get to the actual match. Right, so there's where my shots are. Cool. That's fine. SH. Shots missed. Yeah. Shots on target. Shots saved. Shots saved. Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. Player stats. Right. Can I see more of this on the iPad, Musterman? Because I know you only get the passing, don't you? Really, or is that just is that like a sizing thing? Maybe the alerts can't come back on just yet, Dan. You figured out how to switch shortlists between saves so I can save the data in game. And then after scouting the old save, pull in the current save. Not sure if that's classed as save scumming. I don't know how it works on the on mobile, on console, but if you're jumping between shortlists, that feels pretty bad. Because what you'll do is you'll know that that player then goes on to do such and such in the future. Maybe. The bots are back. They're all away. I've turned the wrong. Turn my face off rather than the rather than the bots. Sorry about that. Right. Okay. Shields back up, everyone. Shields. Right, so look at this. So data hub wise. Okay. Boo to the bots. Yeah. Down with this sort of thing. Boo in your face, bots. Stupid bots. Right. This is where we're at then. So most of our passes in the central areas. Centre of the pitch, middle of the pitch, good. Possession lost reasonably high up. Zeep in with a gifted sub, by the way, to Musterman. Appreciate you, Zeep. Very, very kind. You were another human being. We're losing the ball in their half, but then we're winning it straight back, which is pretty good. But this bit, we have a lot of. We seem to have the ball a lot in our penalty area. Now, is that because we're sitting deep? It probably is, isn't it? Turn off the alert sounds. It's the old. Have I not turned them? Have I not turned them off? Or is that all collected through my audio? That might be in the audio bit, I'm afraid. Twitch need to give streamers the ability to ban IP addresses, not individual streamers. Have you thought about having followers have mobile verification? Yeah. To be honest, this is the first time it's happened to us in 3 years. So I'm not hugely concerned about it. Like, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Some people don't have multiple verification. Like, you know, we live in a world where people don't like to have 2-tier authentication for watching a stream. So, I don't know. We're just a bit. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know, unfortunately, it just means that our mods have to work pretty hard tonight. Normally we're fairly chilled, and we can all put our feet up a little bit. But yeah, this is the night they've got to roll their sleeves up and do what they do. But this is why I've got the best in the business. You see, they're straight on it. So yeah, the mods know exactly what they're doing. Good people. So up the mods. What did I do to Skynet? I called it a name behind its back, and it heard me. So there's that. There's the Discord link, by the way. If you're not already in the Discord, come and join us. Come and hang out. And should also say as well, this is probably a really great idea to do it while there's bots. Maybe being like, hey, come and join the Discord and come and, like, you know, raid that as well. They're not that smart. They wouldn't do that, would they? No, surely not. Surely not. Right, that's the FM show one as well. FM show Discord. There we go. A few recommendations for what's this for? Just Greek players. Cool. Or players in Greece. I mean, Arne Gudmundsson, Icelandic, has a pink for stamina, therefore will run all day. Come on a trial. Just we don't even need to know. We know that you're going to be good. You're Icelandic. You'll be fine. Came at the stream today. It seems to have been fun. Oh, we've had a great time. Great time. You've not even seen half of what we've done. You missed all the bits with the talking about riots at the start, talking about racists, and then defending Taylor Swift, and then we had follow bots. So yeah, there's loads of silliness. Lots and lots. This game needs an official Excel plugin like Eve does. I could go with a plugin. So for that, do I have to export everything as a spreadsheet, Musterman? Taylor Swift gave Liverpool City money for some reason. She does it everywhere, from what I understand. From what Mrs. J's been telling me, every venue, every city she plays, she donates like the food banks and stuff, and makes a lot of money. So, you missed that. I did the next video at the same time. Yeah. Do I have to export all my data into another spreadsheet? That's a great thing to do. To be fair, if you're in that position where you can, you're right, she doesn't have to, but if she's in that position where she can and she wants to, then that's brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people would just be like, you know what? I'm going to make like 600 million quid here, and that's all my money. And people would just be like, okay, fine. That's entirely up to you. That's your prerogative. But offsetting the carbon footprint, yes, definitely. But yeah, it is a nice thing. It is a nice thing. She can play Bordeaux a lot. I think that's part of the reason that the tour's been cancelled. She was going to try and buy Bordeaux, and then they've just went. And Ruggiero has just taken the keys to the plane and said, "I don't think you do. I don't think you're going there." And to be fair, he hoodwinked her proper good as well. He went, "Oh, Taylor Swift, look over there." And she was like, "Oh, what's that?" And then, like, Rougeau just took the keys out of the plane and, like, chucked them in a river. So they'll never be found. They'll never be found. It's a shame that, isn't it? So close. If Musterman and Squirrel players do a mashup, there's a chance of an Excel Python plugin. I can hear Matt Taylor Richards waking up in the background here. I have no involvement in Bordeaux or Taylor Swift. I deny everything. Good. Very, very quick there as well. Rougeau. No, not on my shift. I tend not to just keep a save point, go back to it when I know a certain criteria I'm looking for. I tend to believe that performance from 3 years ago isn't too relevant other than seeing if development improved. Fair. That does make sense. Does make a lot of sense, actually. Matt Taylor Richards felt his ears turning red and he's not sure why. Well, yeah, Matt's given us a whole load of stuff as well. So he's also he's developing an app that takes the data we've got in game and makes it Moneyball-y as well. So it's all very interesting. There's a lot of stuff that I've got access to which I'm very confused by, but I do love the fact that people are making really, really interesting stuff, and I like the fact that I'm a vessel for these people to be like, let's see if Tony can understand it, because if Tony understands it, then it's easy. Yeah. I'm drawing a gnome in a bunny suit because the player who plays as the gnome in Baldur's Gate insulted my hair. Oh, get him. Get them. Get them. He's got time to compete in the Olympics as well. He does. This is why he had to leave FMT, not because he didn't like football, because he was going to become an Olympian. The absolute best beats in Europe. You're right, Cass. Europa League bangers. Happy CrossFit Games week as well, by the way, for everyone who celebrates. All the action kicks off tomorrow. I will very much be looking forward to that. I'm going to get my CrossFit Games on. Insult my hair and I'll draw you in a bunny suit too. I mean, to be fair, Livy, you wouldn't be the first or the last person to have done that. No, maybe you are. Well, feel free. We'll have a fan art section. Tungara down the line. Stelios puts it back. Juan Martinez. Mansfield Town have signed Ben Quinn, who's playing with his uncle Stephen Quinn. That's pretty cool. That is pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. I like that. Any relation to Niall Quinn? Doubtful, obviously. Think about Moneyball as a concept which you need to make the data easy to understand so people will adopt it. That's why the movie's great, because baseball stats aren't sexy, but Brad Pitt and the script is. True. So I don't really know which character I am in the film. I think I'm the crusty old recruitment team. I jarred my neck. Can I sit out the CrossFit this week? Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Triple P. Yeah. Don't forget Jonah Hill. He killed it in Moneyball. Jonah Hill did, but then isn't Jonah Hill also an awful human being? The god of walks. Did you say walks? You did say walks, right? I was saying Tony needs to be more sexy. Well, I need to find value where others don't find value. I think I'm the crusty old recruitment team. Brad Pitt's a bit of a prick as well. Oh, okay. They're all awful. Tony's already the sexiest, says the busy Baron. There we go. I think it's like everything in it. You can't get to that level of fame and stardom without being a bit of an arsehole to somebody. Stelios nearly with a goal. Except for Keanu Reeves. Yeah, he's totally fine. Totally normal. He found science. Reports suggest that yes, Jonah Hill is a bellend. Brad Pitt beats his kids. Okay, I mean, I've just said that on a recorded thing, so I'm going to put allegedly there. Okay, just in case. But that's why he's getting divorced. Oh, really? Okay. Very good cover. If you say allegedly straight after it, then you're probably fine from the law, I imagine. Also, as well, if that's the bit that Brad Pitt goes, you know what, right, fine, I'll take it. This is all horrible, but I'm not having Jameson say it. No. Beating his kids at Monopoly. That's it. Yeah. It's a shame, innit? There's nobody nice, to be honest, in the world. We've said Denise Van Allen killed Coolio many times. Brad Pitt's got nothing on her. True, actually. The Tony Jameson, that's the last straw. I used to like that podcast. Do you know he doesn't even like football? It's just a hollow podcast now. Very hollow. I bet if he started streaming Call of Duty, I bet he doesn't even like war. Do you know what I mean? Bet he doesn't have a favourite artillery. You know? He's not even watched Platoon. Keeps talking about mental health. Yeah, he's not even mental. Well, actually, no. I think you'll find that maybe I have that one covered. So, yeah. I played Call of Duty but never committed war crimes. I'm a fraud. Yeah, exactly. It's Platoon the barrier that I haven't seen. Yeah, it is. It's literally the barrier. If you haven't seen it, you're not allowed to do it. It's the first test, I'm sure. As I put in the Discord earlier, this is the reason I haven't done City Skylines, because I haven't passed my town planning diploma yet. What's my favourite artillery? I quite like a cannon. Like, I'm a bit old school. Do you know what I mean? None of this like faceless drone deaths. I want to interact. Give me a cannon. It might not be effective. What cannon? Oh, big fucking cannon, massive one. That I've got to stoke with a thing and then set fire to it, and then I've got to put me hands over my ears. A musket, yes. Swords at dawn. Cannons on ships. Billage. Gone. In your face, red dots. A bombardier. That sounds like a canny good cannon, doesn't it? I've seen The Man Who Stare at Goals. That's a banger. It's a true story. Okay, fair enough. There's an Indian warship currently on the Thames. Now, I mean, is that going to help me with a cannon? Surely they've got better weapons than that. Oh, as Manloy gives it away, that's the goal. He's to blame for that one. Gives it away, then misses the header. statistically he'll be struggling in this game. Yeah, Musterman, if you're still about, one of the questions I've got here, again another question. Can I get any more to see here? Can I sort of pull this around a bit, make it a bit bigger, or have I only just got these attributes and that's it? These stats, sorry. I need to try and work out when I keep changing me. Do I want defending or do I want passing, or what should I be looking for during the game? Or am I just using my eyes here? Chalkboard stats. I don't know. Oh, Foxy's gone straight in. He's getting red carded there. Don't need any stats for that. He's straight off. Silly boy. Silly boy. What we talking about tonight? Just where do we begin? Evening, Leroy. Welcome in. I'm happy to let anyone else try and fill the blanks in. Who wants to start? Yeah, I've not got any. I believe it's possible editing XML files. You can see the player stats tab. Oh, editing? I can't be doing editings. In XML, where's XML? Is that in? No, that's it. That still says color. Under what? Under properties, settings, fonts, or what? Player analysis tab. I think there's too much. I don't really want to be trying to break any of this. This is like not really what I want to do, is it? You'll send me something across with me tonight. Oh, honestly, no pressure for when this is or how it is. But yeah, appreciate you. Very, very kind. Sorry, I'm aware you're busy working. I'm like, Musterman, what does this button do? Head to the player analysis tab in the tablet. Go to the last tab. I see that. I looked on there and then there's nothing in that bit. Oh, Volk's just let it drop. Right, that bit there. See, I get nothing here. Oh, I need to pull it up. That's what she said. Right, okay. That's where I see it. Okay. And will that stay there all the time? It will. Okay, cool. Oof. Right, hang on. We need to make some changes here, don't we? Because this is not very good. Slightly lower. Be more defensive. Be more disciplined. Play for set players. This game is a bit closer than it should be. I know we should have been way out, shouldn't we? But we're being a bit silly. I'm wondering whether or not we bring another. Oh, then that's all the bits and bobs there as well. Right, okay. Okay. Right, let's put Janino back to left back. Let's do it this way. goes there. That goes there. It can be box to box. Playmaker. Actually, ball winner, I should say. Sorry. Click the number. It brings up the events on the pitch. In the DLP there, he'll be central midfielder on attack. Maybe we bring Volkov actually and put let's see, do we put Orban in or do we put someone more defensive? Let's put Paddy in. Paddy's angry, so that should be fine. Midfielder, central midfielder on support. Do that. That might just about help. Next title, stream title: Musterman plays Build a Nation in Greece. Yeah, I think everything's gonna change a bit in it. Custom. All right, okay, I've got a managing view as well. Right, okay, interesting. I'm getting there. I'm putting a lot into this. I don't know if I'm getting there or not. Osmanaloy's probably been a bit of a problem bringing him on in this match. He's not really done well. Pavlovsky cleared away. Good block. Oh, there go the sirens again. Oh, keep us up. Get that ball away. It's about the end of the match too for set piece videos. It could be useful. Yeah. Headed away again. Keep us coming up. Blocked. Martinez gone. That'll do. That'll do. Oof. 3-2. It shouldn't have been 3-2, should it? 9.3 for Martinez, though. Excellent performance from him. Stelios was decent. Bilic was decent. Yeah. All us, then we decided to get some players sent off, and it was like, oh, not a good idea. Click the analytical data and it's there. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Right. Find him a week's wage because it was a straight red. Oof. This has felt stressful. And we've not even got into the bit where we have to start getting into what we're doing. Huge fan of using possession view to look at players' touches and lost possession. Great way to identify opposition threats as well as the weaknesses. Is that back on the tablet? Slow reply. No, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. Look. To be fair, I should have done all this myself. I should have done the background reading myself rather than just being like, I'm going to do Moneyball. What does that mean, Tony? I don't know. Like, it's fine. Somebody else will come and tell me. So, yeah, I need to have a bit more than that. Yeah. And Dongle. Everyone's already doing the chant, aren't they? So, shame on all of you. Possibly. But we've got it. It might work. Very versatile. Very, very versatile. No data to speak of, though. But he's got some dots. He's got some dots. Part of the journey you learn via the stream means we're all learning. Yeah, see? I like you, Cass. This is, you're very much the sort of person who goes, you know what? I think he's learned something. Between us, we'll get there. 900 games for TJ. It's felt like it, hasn't it? It's felt like 900. Yeah. We've learned that pink and blue is better than red and yellow. Oh, the amount of red dots we had. Rubbish. Blue dots. Teal dots. Oh. Partial to a bit of teal and pink dots. When you look at a player and you go, are they red or yellow? What you really mean is, I think they're more teal and pink. So, between us, we've worked it all out. I'm also considering possibly the olive and plum. Olive and plum, is that going to be? Is that going to be maybe too much of a? Ooh, look at green. Green and pink. That might be a little bit too. Potentially a bit too difficult for people who are colourblind, maybe. Just the stream I needed. I just closed my save for the night, trying to use Moneyball to replace my star striker, leaving and not being able to work it out. Welcome, Clazza. This will not help you at all. Appreciate the follow, though. Very, very kind. Any pink and yellow like Mr. Blobby? Olive and Plum is a pub. You can't convince me otherwise. Yeah. Green and orange. Purple and orange. I think that's what Aaron's using, isn't it? Aaron's using purple and orange, I think. Claret and blue. We know why that's there. Blue and gold. Blue and gold. Blue and gold might work. Unfortunately, red and yellow. Just we weren't feeling that, were we? We're just trying, Clazza, with the Moneyball aspect. Musterman's here trying to sort of like tell us what's going on and how we do it, but it's making my little brain hurt. Good reason for claret and blue is Larisa playing claret. We all know the other reason though, don't we, Musterman? And I think that's totally fine. Right, I'm going to bring Montero. In fact, no, Montero's going to stay in. The bunny suit is looking fire. It is Villa. Yeah, it is. It's Burnley is the reason. No, it's Villa, of course. Hartjur and Briannis. Right. Okay. Let's work out then. How do we compare who's doing well here? Passing, Hartjur's better ball control, better in the final third. Briannis, better endurance. Stats, oh look at this. Here we go. Right, this is where we get going. Oh no. Super easy. Yes. That makes sense. Positions and roles don't need that bit. Just need the basic numbers. Obviously, doesn't take into account minutes played. I've got to try and work that out myself. But if I look at him as a defensive midfielder, okay. Sorry, so Hartjur is actually winning the ball a bit more than what Briannis is. So Briannis isn't really putting his foot in as much. He's not winning as many headers. Well, he's 1.12 per 90. But still 26% of his headers. So less per 90 minutes, maybe. Losing the ball more. No, right, hang on. Losing the ball or not losing the ball? Possession lost. Losing the ball. Progressive passes is less, dribbles is less. Okay. And then as an attacking player, winning the ball more, balls are losing it. Less progressive passes as an advanced player. Assists are down. Expected assists are down. Start with XG and XA, slowly work my way through it. Simple thing is pick one course, start, nail it, and get the next one. Yeah. I think that's where it'll be. It'll be trying to understand what it is I'm looking for, you know? And there's going to be various things that aren't going to be immediately obvious to me that I'm going to have to try and work out and go, all right, well, what is it I actually want from a player? You know, it's all well and good me going, I want someone who can, you know, who can do X, Y, and Z. But what does that look like? You know, what does that mean? Like, for example, like Stelios has come in and he's been brilliant. From what I can understand and from what I can see, if I compare him to Lagzia, I feel like he's probably been doing a pretty good job. Look at that. Expected assists, better than our actual starter. Non-penalty expected goals, higher. Shots, higher, believe it or not. He's not pressuring the ball as much. He's winning more tackles. He's winning more possession. He's not getting as many progressive passes, but he is really pushing on and dribbling the ball more than what Lagzia was doing. Quite interesting, because when you looked at him with attributes, we were like going, oh, he's the backup. He's the backup guy. But he's hit the ground running. Literally. And he's got some pink as well. I'm tempted to keep him in, actually, against Pauk. But then I do want to have a look at Lukacs as well. My approach is, why is Trippier, Alexander-Arnold really creative wing backs? Do they look statistically that it's a benchmark to compare players against? I think, again, it's all relative to your game as well, isn't it? We've not got, like, we need to work out who the really, really good players are in the league. In our league, never mind, you know, who are the really, really good players in world football, I think. Put Malice in rather than Dimitro, I think. Actually, no. Hurst. Malice on the bench as Manaloy. Can be replaced. Costagoulis can go on the bench as well, actually. In place of Akoya. Let's go for it. We'll try it. Look who's top in the stats in the league and go from there. Yeah, exactly. So I think we'll get there slowly. It's going to take a bit of a while. Dan's in on the YouTube checking if there's any bots in there. I don't think so, Dan. I think they're all just stuck themselves over on Twitch, I'm afraid. But you've done an awesome job to make sure that they don't get anywhere near us. It's our chance to exert revenge. You could go to other teams and compare them in player search by customizing views. I think, yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways to do it, and unsurprisingly, we've not got anywhere near the January transfer window yet, because the very idea of doing this took up far too long. Just trying to explain the very basics of what's going on. Conning all the way back to Holgan Diaby. Conning, that's Benga. Oof. Yeah, I think once we work out exactly what it is we want, then I'll be able to work out how I start going about it. Because at the minute, I don't really know what I'm after at this point. You know? But it's all trial and error, right? There's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of different ways to play this game, and for some people this is the most obvious way to play the game. For some people this seems absolutely ludicrous, and there might be people going, you know what, I can't watch this. This is not for me anymore. And I get that. But we might as well just have a try. Have a try and a play around. See what happens. Obviously, if you get access to the save files, then all the players will have attributes in your save. Oh no, bit of confusion there. All the players will have attributes in your save, so at least you get to actually see them and see whether or not we're right with the attributes or not. The bots want to watch, unfortunately. I think they do. Another one of the stream tags is no max seating. Yeah. Some people don't follow it down, unfortunately. But that's fine. Foxy goes down. Penalty. I think it's soft if we get it. It'll be very, very soft. No penalty. Fine. Whatever. We move on. Okay, so lost possession, gained possession, touches. Right, okay, so who's losing possession then? Bilic. 9 times he's giving the ball away. Already. Calm down, the odd murmur. Yeah, that's fine. You've done a great job, by the way, mods. Awesome job. Losing the ball again. Slightly ignored the tag. Yeah. Might have been my method of playing that sticks, but it might be help some of the better appreciation of using data in the game on top of how they normally play. Yeah, agreed. And why not have a look at it? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be ways of playing it. There's moments where I'm probably going to have to look to play with attributes on. Do you know what I mean? Some people don't like the idea that I play attribute masking, so there's already that. Some people don't like the fact that I play in Greece rather than you know, PSG or Newcastle. But it just means Finland's going to be really fun next year. That's a penalty, isn't it? That's definitely a penalty. One person doesn't like they don't like football. They really don't. They're very angry about it. And they're not angry about it. They just find it sad. They find that my podcast was hollow. It's fine. That's the bit that cut hardest. Hollow. I don't make hollow content. You know what I mean? Not at all. Concerns there's been no scoring chances in this half. Maybe that possession speed's gonna have to change. Oh, well intercepted. Stelios, look at that. Bombing down the wing. Get the ball across. Oh. Stelios in the dangerous position again. He put on a plate. He put on an absolute plate for Foxy. I think it was Martinez at the back post. Over the top. Half-time cricket screens being used here by the looks of it. That person wouldn't know what hollow was if a hollow point bullet hit him. I mean, no. Everyone's allowed their own views. Everyone's allowed their own views. Absolutely. And I'm fine with it. 100%. They can, you know, if they're not a fan, they're not a fan. It's completely fine. It's completely fine. Right, Bilic isn't really having a great game, is he? So possibly let's replace him for Orban. And I think we maybe have to slightly tweak that. Play for set pieces. Let's go a bit more direct. I might get the ball distributed to the fullbacks, actually. It's not quite going to be counter-attacking, but got laid back jazz vibes now again, haven't we? No, that's actually showing up, to be honest. No shots on target is concerning, to be honest. Corning down the line, that's definitely a penalty. Stelios, man. We've been praising you, saying you were really, really good. Giving away an absolute stonewaller. Prince watchers, what's a good budget for a laptop? No idea, mate. A couple £100. You might be struggling. But I appreciate you being in from Belgium, though, buddy. Very kind indeed. I think you might struggle for a couple £100 for a laptop. Martinez has just stood there watching the ball for a second. Orban. Stelios got to try and make up for that penalty, mate. For that penalty he's given away. Martinez to the back post. Right, let's get Martinez off, actually. Hagensen can go on. Alonso's knackered. Montero's knackered. Costacoulis can come on. And then let's change this back up again. Actually. This is going to move us off the top of the table. This is the first defeat we're going to have since going to data. It's going to come from a penalty as well. It's our first Musterman defeat for now. Let's get Orban over the top. Oh, Hagensen's through. Oh, Keeper smothers it. If he's a bit fitter, then he scores that. Heads away. Mansouri launched it. Penalties don't count, call it a draw. Fair. Right, last roll of the dice possibly. Stelios down the line. Foxy. Pulls it back in. Keeper gets there, though. Imagine he'd be basically perfect in this league to win it. I'd expect some of the big teams to have dropped off a bit by now in the save. Yeah. Like, it still means that you get to the end. That sort of, like, championship group, though, doesn't it? That's just a bit of a free-for-all. But yes, you've got to be on top form constantly. Otherwise, as you say, it just gets a bit... Which is fine, I guess, really. And I suppose as well, it's not Olympiacos at the top of the league. It's PAOK this time. It's a shame that we've lost, but it was one of those, wasn't it? We've lost to a penalty, so it's not like they've like gone and like ran us over. Still 1 point ahead of Olympiacos. First defeat in 12. What's that? Is that our second defeat this season? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, second defeat. Still only 13 goals conceded. Olympiacos have only conceded 9. Greek League's fun. The Greek League's great. Honestly, I do really enjoy it here. What's this hideous TikTok update to the app? What? You what? What do you mean? TikTok update to the app. What am I missing? What am I missing, George? On the Twitch app updated. Oh, has it? Oh dear. It constantly updates. Like, it needs to just sort itself out, doesn't it? Okay, so these are the league leaders then, essentially. Any ideas on the first club in FM25? Manchester United ladies? Don't know. Depends on what sort of saves you like, doesn't it? Really. Tobias Fluke. 9 goals in 16 games. 29 years old. Possibly not one for us, maybe. They've gone full TikTok. It's awful to navigate. Oh dear. Oh, I'll have a nosy about on it, but I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be in for that. I read the game was 14 shots to 7. The difference in XG was literally a penalty, so it took some dodgy shots from long range. Wasn't much between the teams. No, there wasn't. There wasn't much between the teams at all, and that's completely fine. So we'll just go as we are. Did I upset Musterman? Probably. I upset a lot of people a lot of the time, and Musterman's probably sitting there going, I can't believe what he's doing. Why is he using my skin? Make him go away. Oh, see, look at that. Look, he's beautiful. He's like, no, it's all fine. Deep down, he's cursing me. He is cursing me, I know he is. Rabbi Huberts, 26 years old, 6'4", 6 goals in 13 matches for OFI. I guess comparison with Hagensen, really, isn't it? I suppose. Says it through gritted teeth. Yeah, yes, very much so. Re-recording a voiceover instead of analysing Fenerbahce's squad. I'm calling Tony a Luddite. I think that's fair, to be honest. Look at this. Possession 1, 7.35. Ooh. Okay. Very good. Good amount of dribbling. Lots of pressures, so that's what we want. Strikers closing down. Expected goals is less, obviously. Non-expected penalty XG is lower. It's 26. It's maybe worth a few quid. Well, we'll keep our eyes on him. He is on a fair wodge of cash. He is. 30 grand is pretty expensive. 6 in 16 for Jonas Thomas. I mean, he's basically called John Thomas, isn't he? Let's be honest. He can muck around claiming he's called Jonas, but he's not. Right? Where is Hagensen? There you go. That's a lot less. And he's out of contract at the end of the season. He's not as good. He's not as good, really, is he? Good to see you pop up a last Jordan. It's nice to see Jordan, isn't it? Yeah. Highest average rating players. 30-year-old Philip Dalchecki. Benga. Do you remember the Benga bus? There he is. Wanted by Saudi clubs now. All right, went to win European trophy and I'll get some kits done. I mean, that's your feet up on the bench, isn't it? You know what I mean? On the beach. We won't be winning a European trophy anytime soon, George, but it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to see you, as always. Primo's still around. Catch up once the work circus has stopped. No, always good to see you. Always good to see you, George. And I hope life is treating you as well as it can do. I know work's a bit tough and a bit crap, but you're still in our thoughts. Stranovic. Model citizen. 25. Runs with the ball down the left. Knocks the ball past opponents. Doesn't dive into tackles. A winger. Now, we don't play with wingers. But if we compared him to Alonso, who we're playing on the at fullback essentially. Actually, let's put all positions because it's not a fair fight, really, is it? What's the skin? Says Casper. The skin is the wonderful Musterman iconic attributeless Moneyball data skin, which melts brains but is wonderful at the same time. Stratenovic, we will have you on a shortlist. You've come from Asteras. That's usually a good sign. Via AC Milan. I think that is a good sign. And you're Serbian. Okay. Cool. DNA is good. We'll let you keep that there. Right, okay. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Absolutely I would. Do I understand how it works? No. But I think it's great. You know what? It's changed how we play tonight. And I think we've all had a great time looking at it, going like, how do we work this? Like, and that's been good because I think with FM you can kind of get a little bit, it becomes continue manager. Do you know what I mean? Like, you get your tactic, you get your players, you know what you're doing. You kind of have like the players that you want to sign, so you're just waiting to try and get them bought. So it's just, and then if you get reasonably decent run of results, then it's just continue, only really worrying when something goes wrong. Whereas like here we are able to, it's making us look at things differently very quickly. There's another centre back that is going to be very good indeed. Ivan Zek. Reports wise, he's not got as many dots. But It's changed the way, but not for the better. I mean, you say that. You say that. You say that, Musterman. We've got to be proud of what you've done. You've got to be proud of what you've done, surely. There's a lot of hard work gone into this, buddy. And the dots depended on the staff's ability. I would imagine so. That's how I'd interpret it. In the same way that like the stars were on the other way around. You drawn the gnome. Happy to confuse so many. This is the thing. Musterman's had a great time. Just like, oh, look at this. No one knows what's happening here. Alonso linked to Al Riyadh. That's a concern, isn't it? Because Alonso does have pink. Yeah, Alonso does have pink. And Alonso's playing very well, and we do like him. We hope he doesn't decide to go to Saudi. Pizza pasty. See? There's different ways of doing stuff as well. Form. Here we go. Other ways of looking at it. So here's just the actual stats stuff. Just the stats. The data hub. The form. What he's actually good at and what he's not. Pizza charts, and then stats, and just in a spreadsheet form, or something like a tiles form. Okay. And then again, a bit of a description. What is he? An overlapping fullback, an engine on the flanks who regularly looks to sprint forward and send in crosses. An anchor defender, does the defending close to goal, specialising in last-ditch blocks and clearances. The spreader, cultured modern defender, comfortable with the ball at his feet, adaptive at making progressive passes. An aggressor, a progressor with the ball. The water carrier, the quarterback, the box crasher, the wide threat, the maestro, the target, and the fox in the box. And then we can put notes on as well. Ah, okay. There's a lot going on, which I think we can benefit from. I just need to work it out. Hu Tan Dang has been wanted by teams which we're not going to bid for. Oh, it's all going to get confusing in it when we try and go into buy players. Stretanovic looks pretty good. Model Citizen, great pace, relishes big matches. Not massively good at jumping. Quite expensive. Very expensive, in fact. 12 million quid's a lot. Is very expensive for when we don't play with wide players. Right, so rest Volk. Malice can go in there. Hurst still about. Oh, right, okay. So I can click on the ability as well, and I've got a bit of an idea as to what he's good at and not good at. Right, okay. So there is some bits of information in there that we can utilize. Stelios gave away the penalty, so I'm going to bring him out. It's only fair that he's punished. for such a simple mistake. Bacopoulos, I think, can play possibly. Although part of me thinks that Martinez should play. I mean, Koya's not fit yet. Let's put him on the bench instead of Hargensen, actually. We don't need all of these players in the starting lineup. Put Ganaris in. Can Ganaris play as a ball player? I don't think he can he? Passing. Maybe. We'll try it. There you go. Right. Let's do it that way. In fact, Ganaris can actually play wide. What foot is he? Can I find out what foot he is? Left only. Ah, they are left footed. Good. Right, Vasilas, Janino. Janino for Alonso, actually. And then Martinez on the bench. Right. Let's do that. So many players, how do you track rotations? There's not that many really in the grand scheme of things. There's a lot of them are either players that are potentially leaving, or there's younger players or players who are injured. So the squad looks deceptively large, but it's not that big, really. That's what she said. Do you know what I mean? Plus, again, we'll be losing players during the summer. Nice skin, must be the Manscaped products. Welcome, Bill Sonia. How are you, buddy? Hope you're good. Bilic has given away a free kick. Have I seen the penalty? Sorry, have I seen the gnome? Not yet. Let me work out where it might have gone. Here's a penalty. Corral, bottom corner, 1-0. No, Zeep's not showing me it just yet. So I was putting in the chat. Is he? Okay. Sorry. There it is. There it is. My mistake. Nice. It's a good look. If that's me, I think I suit that actually. So Bilic puts her over the top. Should be sponsored by Manscaped, considering it's filled with balls. Well, we're not sponsored by Manscaped anymore, Muster Man. So unfortunately, we have to say that if you are going to shave your balls, feel free to use whatever you want now. So, you know, contractually not obliged. I'll still say that Manscaped's definitely worth it, but it now comes from a place of as a user, rather than, you know. Fire up the gas powered lawnmower. Yep, exactly. Use it in the shower. Have Hooch sponsored you yet? Not yet. We need to get that working, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's probably going to be Sai's job. To go, right, come on then, Sai. First thing I want you to do, get us a sponsorship from Hooch. I want you in their offices. Cutthroat razor. That's, you know what? That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. Cut your balls like your granddad used to do. Harsher Janino. Not the player I was expecting popping up to get the goal, to be honest. Nicely held up by Hartshire. He goes, I've got an idea. It's surprisingly easy using your face, pretty more difficult on the genitals. We are still talking about cutthroat razors and not granddads, aren't we? Because again, the same. The same. Another penalty. Honestly. Absolute crazy. Two 0 2-1. Let's take that off, shall we? Big man. Taff man's here. Tell him to TJ stream. Hear him talk about the many options available for shaving your balls. Was not expecting that on a Wednesday. Taff, what do you expect? Honestly, pal, that's all we do. Sometimes it's, you know, you've missed a lot, to be honest. You've missed an absolute lot. If you're not following Taff Man, by the way, one of our good friends, wonderful human being, great variety streamer, one of the first people who was incredibly kind and reached out to me when I was setting up streaming in the first place. I was like, what the hell do I do? And sat in a call with me for what felt like for him probably hours. 3-1 down. And there we go, setting all OBS up and making sure that things worked and yeah, wonderful human being. Not responsible for any of the content I've produced, but definitely is able to get me online. And at that point, the rest of it was down to me and my fault. So, but yes, I should say a massive thank you. How are you, pal? Hope you and the family are well. Not seen you around for a little while, but I've been keeping up with where you are. So, hope everything's good. It's a pleasure to have you back in. Off on holidays and the likes for the next few weeks. It's been busy. Yeah, you've had a great time. Been a great time. I spotted you here, there, and everywhere. That's where it needs to be, though, isn't it? You know, get a bit of time away. We've, I think we're away in a couple of weeks, so all holding out for that. Foxy gets one back. Keep that flag down, ref. He's already running back with the ball. It's a goal. We're fine. I saw you off to over in the over at Mania as well, so that's always fun. Got a bit of secret news that's not announced yet. I can let you know about though. Ooh, secret news. Secret news is good news. I'm very rarely partial to secret news. People tend not to give me bits of secret news. I'm not in like the cool clubs. Check out the icons by my name. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. When did you get that? That must have been today, I'm guessing, yeah? Congratulations. You know what? That's what it's all about. When that happens to good people, love it. Absolutely love it. Big ticks all round. A couple of weeks ago, but I've not announced it yet. Got it for all the charity work. Honestly, mate, like, you know what? So, like, just so well deserved. Honestly, the stuff that you do is incredible. It's genuinely incredible. And I think, yeah, like, keeping it hidden for now. You do right, mate. You do right. But it's good. I'm well happy. Well happy for you. Look at this. Wonderful people. Wonderful people doing wonderful things. Real. You know what? That's real. I shouldn't be as... I don't know if I should be as chuffed, but I shouldn't be as chuffed as I am. Genuinely, that's like... That's mint. That's genuinely mint. There's loads of crap stuff at the minute. And that's not crap. That's not crap. And I'm glad that something's not crap. Really. Get in. I love that. I really do. You know, be happy that's what I told you. No, mate, honestly. I really am. I really am chuffed. because I know the fact that it's just because you just do it for fun. You just do it for fun, and you do that. You do nice stuff as well, and it's like it's always for somebody else, and it's like, yeah, that's what it should be about. That's the bit of Twitch that kind of goes unnoticed a little bit, and too many people sort of like focusing on their own like development, their own growth, and their own like, you know, stressing about stuff and competitiveness and all that nonsense, really, that you don't need. And you've just done your thing and had your way of doing it, and yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm really happy, really happy. I don't even care that we're losing. I don't care. Like, that's just fun. That's just fun. I'm gonna work out how to announce it. I haven't streamed in 3 weeks. Another week before I come back. Yeah. Do it. You do it however you do it. Because whatever you do is going to be right. You know that. Yeah. Because what you're doing is right, regardless. So, just keep having fun with it, mate. Keep having fun. So much that goes on with the Twitch stuff is exhausting, isn't it? Isn't it? Like, I was a little bit guilty of that myself, to be honest. I put a lot of pressure on myself when it was like when we were touching close to it, and I was like, oh, I'll definitely, I've got to keep going, got to keep going. And it's only like after a bit of a step back, I was just like, oh, I've really done the wrong. I've gone about it the wrong way. Go on. Yes. Martinez, first touch since coming on. It's nearly as bad as podcasting when people say you talk too much about the game and don't like real football. I know. What? That's just like, it was a brilliant tweet, but as I've said, like I sort of respect the person for saying it. Like, I don't mind that they think, oh, you know, I can't possibly enjoy this because they don't like football. I find that a bit weird, but fine for saying it. That's cool. But I don't really see how that should be the issue of the issue of the podcast. Surely the issue of the podcast should be that I've got no idea what I'm talking about. Especially when it comes to FM. Never mind the fact that I'm not bothered about football. Oh, what a save that is. Evening, Chris. How are you, pal? Good to see you. Get him on the FM show. Oof. Maybe he was the person that emailed in asking to just come on. Some people say you talk too much. Some say not enough. You can't please everyone, can you? That's the thing. You just got to do your own thing. And just as long as you're happy with what you're doing and how you're doing it, that's all you can do. I am good, Chris, thank you. Yeah, very, very good indeed. I'm just keeping my ears peeled for York riots tonight, so it's apparently meant to all kick off. We've had loads of police sirens going on off and about, so no idea what's happened. Foxy at the back post, get in. I've got my Sunderland shirt bought. I bought the home kit 2 weeks ago now. Still not here because of course there's delays. And then they were like, oh, we've restocked, and I'm like, well, you haven't sent mine yet. And then the away shirt was restocked and came out today. And then by the time I had a look online, they'd already sold out of extra larges. But then Mrs. J was like, I've got a large in my basket. I was like, oh, extra large, unfortunately, pet on the new ones. So I nearly got a large away kit, which of course wouldn't have fit. So if I'd have had access to the away shirt, I'd have probably bought that today as well. So never mind. Town centre's closed on high alert as well. Yeah, I heard that there was another one at Sunderland as well. It's all a bit shit, isn't it? It's all a bit shit. Knobheads everywhere. But knobheads will not win. That's what we've got. That's what we've all got to remember. Knobheads won't win in the long run. They'll win in the short term because they'll make a bit of noise, but long term they won't. Long term they won't win. So The knobheads don't represent us. No, they don't. They don't. They don't represent us. We're the nice people. But the knobheads just represent the knobheads. And it's the vocal minority. Which, of course, we all know. We all know it is. We all know it is. But the problem is that they've fallen for it hook, line and sinker. That's the thing. And I don't know. You can't really... You kind of have to, like, just... It's almost like, right, and I know what I'm about to say might sound really... It might sound like not fully thought through, but shockingly. But it's almost like, you know, when you've got a kid and you just go, "Oh, they just need to just tire themselves out and then they'll go to bed." Like, it's a little bit like that. Because you can't reason with them because they don't know why they're kicking off. And you know that they're tired and they just need to go to bed. But the more you try to talk to them, the more wound up they get. So it just becomes a bit of a battle. So you're like, oh, you know what? Just fucking watch the telly. Like, watch the telly. Be a prick for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Jump around your bedroom. And then there'll be a point when you'll put your pajamas on and go to bed. And I think we're kind of at that point with it. That's the analogy I've got. And I don't know whether that's like a good analogy or a bad analogy, but in my head it sort of works. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's something in it. Imagine smashing up your city centre and pinching a few things from Greg's. Oh, it's pathetic. Like, it's almost as pathetic as owning a balaclava in the first place. Like, do you know what I mean? If you own a balaclava, what on earth? Like where do you even buy balaclavas? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They're not all ski enthusiasts or retired firefighters. No worries, Jason. Catch you soon, buddy. Pleasure to have you in, and appreciate you manning the YouTube for us as well tonight. Bajrav, do we stream on YouTube more or Twitch? So over on YouTube, we're streaming on both at the minute. Bapjap, because we mainly stream on Twitch, but we can do YouTube, so we should really do both. So I'm getting more into it, to be honest. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's where we are. Just replying there. That's a good result. Good comeback. That'll do. 4-3. Not the best result, mind, to be honest, but performance was a bit iffy. Especially looking at that PAOK goal difference, plus 21. I mean, it's 4-3 against the bottom of the league. Nonsense chatters here on Twitch. Well, yeah, but the more we get on YouTube as well, Dan, then we might have access to more nonsense. So think about that. Yeah, because our numbers are very low on YouTube because we've only just kind of started it. But when we build it up, because our numbers were, you know, when we first started on Twitch, we had to build, didn't we? No one just, we don't just start here. So yeah, we're getting there. It's good. Podcast's growing. The crew's growing. Maggio is part of the team. This is official debut tomorrow, so get yourselves on there. Make sure you've got yourself following the show. Numbers are going well on YouTube, by the way, at the minute. I don't know if people are more into the videos or the audios. Maybe it's a mixture of both. But yeah, it's going well. The episode with Kev, the United City, was well received, which I'm glad for. Because we all love Kev. He's brilliant. He's one of life's great human beings. So I'm glad that went well. And tomorrow's episode, talking about FM Mobile, I think that should be pretty good as well. Tomorrow, I think that's a good episode. I think it's a well-balanced discussion, and if you're on Patreon, there's an extra bit that goes after it as well, which is where we talk about. Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. You can find it out tomorrow. But you know what? No, I will tell you. It's Aaron downloads FM Touch, and he's very excited about it. So we basically start playing FM Touch with Aaron straight after the cameras go off. So the cameras go back on again, and it's there's a massive fan base on mobile. There is, and there should be. To be honest, there really should be. I think it's something I've not played because I don't, and I talk about it in the show. Is I don't play mobile games. I'm not a mobile gamer, so for me it was very interesting to try and learn. Not learn the game. The game wasn't the difficult bit. It was getting into mobile gaming. That was the bit that I found the most difficult. That's the barrier I had to overcome. So yeah, have a listen to it. Let us know what you think, because I think it is an interesting topic of, you know, what is mobile like? Is it any good? And not just thinking about, it's a stripped down version of FM. It's, you know, it's different to what I expect. Well, yeah, because it's a different game. But if you look at it as a different game, then as a game on its own, is it any good? That's the question. And I don't know whether we've been able to. I think we've answered it fairly well. What if mobile linked to the full game playing your save on a train? Well, without spoiling too much, I think that's FM Touch, Triple P. That seems to pretty much be what that is. Same as console. Yeah, it seemed to be. It seemed very much like what Aaron was able to do there and then seemed to pretty much be what he could load up on his, it was just like playing the PC version. I don't know whether you can import the saves or not, but it looked identical. So potentially it could be that. I'm aware that there's also a potential that I've just lied, but it looked very much like you could just it was identical. Load up FM Mobile on my iPad on holiday and got annoyed within minutes. Yeah. What was the reasons, Taff? And I'll tell you my reasons. Because it is a different thing. It is a different thing. You know, and I'm all right accepting that it's a different game, but I did think I was playing a different game. I started a career as a club I didn't really know and didn't find it easy to look at players and compare them. Yeah. There's I thought there was a lack of ingenuity. Ingenuity is not the word, is it? Intuitive gameplay. Yeah, there was no logical comparison screen that I could see early. I do say as well on the show that we always mention, if you're going to start a save, then you need to pick a club that you know inside out. So I picked a club in J2. Yeah, that made complete sense, didn't it? No, did not. Triple P partially sighted is hard enough on a 32-inch monitor. Yeah, maybe mobile's not for you then. Triple P, I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, I think there's definitely an element of struggling there, so you might want to swerve that one a little bit. I was trying to look at my central midfielders. It's easiest to just tell the assistant to pick the team. It's a concern when that happens, isn't it? I think I got Bolton. Their manager went to Huddersfield. I got offered the job. Nice. Well, there you go. At least something good came from it, in a sense. What's the current score here? Are we 4-0 up here? Heracles 4-0, yeah. Don't want to put all of the first teamers in the team. You see, try and keep a bit of freshness. If we can, Costagoulis. In fact, you know what? Let's put Papas in, because Papas hasn't played much. And then Gannis can go in goal. Lots of change in there then. Right. And then have players not on the bench. Right, Orban we can remove. And Dimitro. Okay. Right, final match of the stream then I reckon tonight. Oof. So 4-0 up. We should theoretically be okay here. Should be. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Corner kick. Pass for the goal there. That's what we want, isn't it? Stick him in, get the goal. Lovely. Who's the best player, by the way? Last time I watched you had Job. Yeah, Job's gone. So our best player we've got is probably Hagensen, who's a Norwegian striker. He's great for goal scoring, but he's made of glass. So he keeps getting injured, but he's got pretty much a goal every game. Bilic is our our number 10 Croatian lad. Really sort of like good creative midfielder, just sits theoretically is meant to get a bunch of assists, doesn't. What a straight eyes by Costagoulis. And then Volk, I think, who's the centre half, who's pretty good. We brought him in the summer. Dutch defender, brought him in from Villarreal, I think. About 7 million quid. Costagoulis, look at that for a volley. I know there's no goalkeeper there, but he's still going to get his head over it and drill it in, hasn't he? Great finish. Canaris nodded down. Oh, Lemaire makes it 3. Onside, offside? What do we think? I think on. Arms are in the air. That says on. I think we're in the next round of the cup now. I would probably say that. Piliafas with the flick on. Lemaire. I mean, we're letting him go, and he still scores goals. we made a bad decision there? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I guess we'll find out eventually, right? We can replace him. Janino Ganaris. Janino goes for it. Oh, straight at the keeper. So this is a fairly straightforward one, to be honest, isn't it? The last one was a bit up and down, having to grind our way through to a 4-3 win, but this one's very much just, we'll be fine. We're going to be all right, yeah. I hope. I mean, it's going to take it's going to take something massive to lose 7-3. I mean, if anyone's capable of doing it, it's me, but I'm fairly confident that we won't concede 7. Just think about that for a second. If you lose from here, they deserve it. Well, do you remember, what was it? Was it the it was the European match, wasn't it? We had a few years ago where we were like 3-0 up or something, and we're like, oh yeah, we would have to lose 5-3 to go out, and we did. And I was like, how have we done that? It was absolutely crazy, wasn't it? We dominated the first half, but then just whatever we did in the second half, it's just they just absolutely murdered us. And there was nothing we could do. It was ridiculous. Vazelli Lemaire doesn't quite go in. Deflected out. Yeah, it was that was a crazy match. Absolutely crazy game. FM doing FM things. Part of it was my fault, I reckon, Chase. I shouldn't have baited the game into like saying like, oh, what are you gonna do? You're gonna score 5 past me, and yeah, it was just one of those. I think we lost 5-4, and I was like, I can't believe this. Couldn't believe it. Knocked out of Europe. Everyone was disappointed. I was like, yeah, I understand that. I can see why. Game decided to humiliate you live on air. It did. It saw me and it called me out, and it was just like, right, this is what's happening. And I was like, oh. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't really agree with it, but I couldn't really do much. There we go. That'll do. I think that seems reasonable, doesn't it? 7-0 overall. Happy with that. That works. Into the next round of the Cup. 1 defeat tonight. Musterman's been incredible. He's been in helping us out, making sense of this absolute chaos. Have we changed the skin? Yes, Mr. Maggio, you have missed quite a lot. You missed quite a lot. I'm trying to get my head around Musterman's skin, and it's been great. It's been fun. I mean, look, to be fair, we've had, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins out of 7. Nothing to do with the skin, obviously. And we only lost that because there was a penalty. So we shouldn't really have lost. But, he's got the WTCS logo in the corner because I think they have worked together on the iPad, possibly. Because I know Musterman likes to shout out everyone he's worked with. So it's he's done a good job there with everyone. But this is what we're working with here. So yeah, it's entirely to do with the skin. You're completely right, Musterman. And when we had the red and yellow dots, it was nonsense, absolutely nonsense. Now we've gone to teal and pink, then the save works completely fine. It is attributeless, Si. It's attributeless. It is madness. It's quite frankly one of the stupidest things I've done in a long time. It's even more stupid than doing Build Nation Greece. But the results stand for themselves. You know, we've not done any transfers yet. That's where it's going to go down the toilet on Friday when we start streaming on Friday. That's going to be really fun. So if anyone's around on Friday, I suggest that's worth looking at. But also as well, remember the FM show tomorrow. We won't be talking attributeless tomorrow, but Si Maggio's debut is tomorrow. So make sure you go and drop Si a follow as well. And go and check out the show. So this is where we are. I think it's going to be a bit weird going forward from Friday onwards, but we've got some pink dots now, so that's probably good, I think. And of course, there's the FM Show pod YouTube channel as well. Right, time to go raiding, I think. Let's pop ourselves into... There's a lad called Corey here. We've not seen him before, but he's currently managing Falkirk, so... Let's all go off to Scotland, shall we? Let's do that. Take it easy, everyone. This was fun. We will see you all on Friday for more attributeless data fun. It's going to be so bad. Bye, everyone.
Oi, Tony, thank you. That's much appreciated. Holy shit, man. Welcome in, everyone.